Welcome to the Math School by Ifra. In this video, we are going to discuss types of matrices. Okay, we are going to discuss the types of matrices. Okay, now let's move on. The first type is a square matrix. What is the first type? A square matrix. Okay, a square matrix is a matrix that has an equal number of rows and columns. Rows is equal to number of rows is equal to number of columns. Okay, now let's suppose the following are examples of square matrices, like A is equal to 5. This is an example of a square matrix, or B is equal to 1 2 3 4. It has 2 rows and 2 columns, so this is a square matrix. It has an equal number of rows and equal number of columns. In the case of matrix A, we have 1 row and 1 column. Okay, now the next type is a rectangle matrix. The next type is a rectangle matrix. What is a rectangle matrix? Okay, a rectangle matrix is a matrix that has an unequal number of rows and columns. The following are examples of rectangle matrices, like A is equal to AB. It has 1 row and 2 columns. Let's talk about B. 1 2 3. It has 3 rows and 1 column. Okay, another matrix. 2 4 6 8 9 10. Yes, it has 2 rows and 3 columns. Okay, so it has an unequal number of rows and columns. Okay, now let's move on towards the next matrix. That is a row matrix. What is it? A row matrix. Okay, so what is a row matrix? A row matrix is a matrix that has only one row. A row matrix may have any number of columns. Now, for example, matrix A is equal to 5, 12, 22, or matrix B is equal to 2 and 10. It has only one row. So, this is an example of a row matrix. Okay, number 4 is a column matrix. What is it? It is a column matrix. Okay, a column matrix is a matrix that has only one column. A column matrix may have as many number of rows as possible. For example, A is equal to 1 2 3, or B is equal to X Y. These are examples of column matrices. Okay. Now there's another types of a matrix which is known as a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Now tell me, what is a diagonal matrix? A diagonal matrix is a square matrix in which all the elements except those along the leading diagonal are 0. For example, A is equal to 1 2 0 0. Now this is a diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix is a square matrix in which all the elements except the elements of the leading diagonal are 0. For example, another example is 1 by 2, minus 2 and 10. These are the elements of the leading matrix, and all the other elements are 0, and this is the leading diagonal. Okay, now another type of matrix is a scalar matrix. What is it? It is a scalar matrix. Okay, what is a scalar matrix? A scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix in which all the elements along the leading diagonal are equal. For example, A is equal to, all the elements along the leading diagonal are equal. This is the leading diagonal and it has equal elements, which is X. For example, 2 2 2. All the other are equal to 0. All the elements of the leading diagonal are equal. Okay, a null matrix. What is a null matrix? A null matrix is a matrix in which all the elements are 0. For example, null matrix. What is a null matrix? A null matrix is a matrix in which all the elements are 0. For example, matrix A is a null matrix, matrix B is also a null matrix, and matrix C is also a null matrix. All the elements are equal to 0. Okay. Now, a unit matrix. What is a unit matrix? Last but not the least, we will be discussing a unit matrix. A unit matrix is a matrix It's a scalar matrix of the order 2 into 2 in which the elements along the leading diagonal are equal to 1. For example, A is equal to 1, 1, 0, 0. This is a unit matrix. Okay, of the order 2 by 2 in which the elements along the leading diagonal are 1. It is indicated by I2. Unit matrix is indicated by I2. Okay, so these are some of the types of the matrices that we discussed, and read them on your own, practice on your own, and see you in the next video.